Siva Devaki from MassMailer. Thank you so much for joining the webinar today. Today I'm going to talk about how to attach the dynamic files to emails from the related objects in MassMailer. And various use cases if you want to kind of understand when you would really use this feature. Let's say you're an university or education institute, and if you student report cards that are different for each one of the student, and those report cards are associated with the student contact, and you want to send out email, but every email is going to have its own report card. That's a business use case that you can solve with this feature. Or maybe you want to send out invoices, and each customer will receive their own invoice. Again, that's another use case scenario when you want to send out this use this feature. Or maybe you have portfolio performance report. Again, that is individual for each one of your clients, and you need to send that report. Again, you upload that into the contact record for each customer and then send it out. That's another use case scenario. And how do you do that? So basically, the way this works is, you would upload all these files into Salesforce, but to the respective object. In this scenario, we're going to look at the contact object. And then let's say you want to upload those attachments into the files. I mean, so basically, the documents that you have could be uploaded to the Salesforce attachments or the Salesforce files. And then since these are going to be unique files for each one of those contacts, obviously you need to have certain a common pattern for those file attachments so that you can identify for each one of those contacts by applying filters, whether it's a name or maybe the file type or a created date, so on and so forth, so that you filter out and bring in only the relevant file attachments at runtime. And the maximum total file attachment size up to 7 MB. That's how far you can go. This is per email, and the total attachment size should not be more than 7 MB. This is how the UI looks. Again, we're going to take a look at this as a demo. So as you can see, there's ability to upload files and also, meaning the filter the files and then attach them to your email. And this is how you can apply the filters. Okay, so let's quickly take a look at the demo. So here I have an account called MM, under which I have two contacts. I'll just open these two contacts. So contact one has two files. If I scroll down, as you can see, the attachment section, I have this is of type file and this is of type attachment. As you can see, attachment. So this basically the classic Salesforce classic feature, the attachment. But it also works in Lightning as well. If you do not want to upload files as a file type, you can still upload them as attachment. And same thing, I have the second one, the second contact. It has its own attachments here, file type and the attachment type. So now let's go to the account, and I'm actually going to trigger emails from the account object. So send via MassMailer. And I'm actually going to send emails to the contacts related to that particular account. I have only two of them, just for a simple demo here. So the target audience, the account object, but I want to send email to the child object, right? So I'm going to select contact, and then I want to send emails to the email field. And that's my target email field from the contact object. There are two of them from this account. So then go to the next step. And I'm just going to go demo dynamic file attachments, and then I would just say that, and then go to the next step. And here I'm going to bring it up from the Salesforce attachment. So I'll click on this filter, and here I would basically select a field because we are sending it to the contact. So from here, I believe that is the file name. A little confused. Contains attachment, and then done. So we got that filter applied, and the file name, it has attachment. Next step, and then next step. We're gonna send now. Next step, and then we're gonna finish to send the email. So basically, we sent out an email with the attachments, and this is my email subject. And here is the two emails that I just sent. As you can see, the attachment 2 and this is attachment 1, and two of them, two of those contacts received different attachments based on what has been associated to that particular contact. You can see this is sent to Stuart@massmailer.io, and this is sent to Stuart.devaki@massmailer.io. So both are different email addresses. So that's the attachment feature. And now let's take a look at the files. How do you attach files? It's again the same flow that we're going to go to. So send via MassMailer, go to the account, send via MassMailer, and then from here, target audience, you're sending the email to the child object, and that is the contact. Select email field, email, done. So we got two of them. Next step, I would just use a different subject here. I'm going to just say dynamic files as email attachments. The naming convention is a little technical in nature, so I hope you understand. So the Salesforce content. So this is where we're going to filter and then select field. So here, it's a little tricky the way Salesforce stores. So it's title. So basically, go to the document. So if it is stored in files, so it is basically under document, and then you select title, and then contains, and it's going to say file, and then done. So that's how you basically filter. So it's a content document title. That's where the actual the files are stored. Next step. Next step. And you go to the next step again. All default. So nothing fancy. And then click finish. Say okay. Okay. Now that we have sent another email, now we attach this file. So this is the subject. I'm just going to go search for that. I have two emails. As you can see, this is file, and this is also file, and this is sent to siva@massmailer.io, and this one is sent to siva.siva@massmailer.is. So there are two different emails, two different file attachments from the same email campaign. I hope you get the idea. This particular file upload feature dynamic attachment that can work from any object. It works whether you send it from account or regular email campaign, single email, it doesn't matter. So as long as you just follow the steps that I mentioned, like making sure that the files or the attachments have some pattern through which you can filter and then upload them to the respective object, to which you're actually sending out emails to. Then you should be able to pick it up from there. And if you want to associate from child object, that's also an option. That's a little advanced. I did not demo that feature, but we have those advanced features as well. Once again, this webinar runs every Thursday at 8 a.m. Pacific, actually, nowadays, because of the time savings. And then you could see this webinar topic on our website every before Thursday. We publish this, and also if you're part of our distribution list, you would also receive an email. Once again, this is the contact information if you have any questions. Thank you so much once again